Good morning, how are we doing? So overheard on the high street, you're probably wondering what I overheard, which is this question here: how many steps have you done? Now I'm hearing this question a lot actually from just people on the street. How many steps have you done today? Wow, we've been walking a lot. And it's definitely something that's becoming more to our attention with our phones tracking it. Good morning, Joss. Our phones are tracking it, our wristbands are tracking it, watches are tracking it. Soon, who knows, trainers will be tracking it. Probably do already somewhere in the world, don't they? So I just wanted to touch on this today. How many steps should we be doing? Is it worthwhile getting more? What's the research show? Now, in short, yes, step count is correlated, not like cause and effect, but correlated, hey Maria, with reductions in metabolic diseases such as cardiovascular disease, diabetes, like the higher step count, within reason, of course. Now, when you look at then like mental health and those areas as well, so you look at mental side of this as well, like above like 5,500 seems to be good. Like 5,500 seems to be like the threshold. So it's really like estimated figures here, given the data. But my point is there seems to be some correlation in there. The thing that then gets, I guess, calculated or overestimated or over hyped up, overemphasized, is that what about if we're busy? What about if we spend all day at the computer, we have an office day, and we can't get these steps in? Hey Barbara, the reason why you've got to remember there's bias by default, in my opinion, because steps are very easy to get in from a advice point of view. So if you think of like how we advise the population to get fitter, or if you tell someone to walk, you're kind of covered from like a health and safety point of view, really, much more than if you say you're going to squat, because the questions that come up with squat are like, how deep, how low, what about my knees, can I squat onto a chair, can I squat a little bit, where are my feet got to be, are they in, are they close, are they out, do I add weight, all of these things. Now the reason I'm bringing this up is I had a chat with someone the other day and they were like, oh yeah, I'm seeing everyone get these steps in and etc. from there, and I'm nowhere near that. I get like 3,000. I said, well, guess what, sometimes I do. Since we've moved our studio from the high street in Marlborough to Lockeridge, because there's no temptations, this is another way about environment, there's nowhere I can just nip out, get something, come back, I pack my lunch, everything's there. That's a good advice, by the way, in terms of planning your day ahead and being snacks. Like, I just have to eat what I have there. So the point is in here is that where they can't get those steps in, we're like, okay, can you get squats in? So now they have a squat count each day. And now they're like, okay, I can do that because I can quickly do that whereas putting on my trainers, trying to get 10,000 steps, it just isn't going to happen in the day. So now she's got a squat count that she can measure, and actually there's the same research in that anyway, plus she's getting more muscle strengthening work, plus it takes pressure off her ankles, which she's got an issue with anyway, and time-wise it fits her lifestyle better. Now my point here is that you've got to do what fits your lifestyle with this, and this is that fitness element of our 3F system that we talk about a lot: the food, the fitness, the focus, in that there's no perfect exercise here, it's actually the one that you're going to do. So if you looked online, looked at media, what's the best thing to do, you'll probably see lots about steps. You're probably thinking, oh, what's the point, I can't get this in, maybe it's not the right time. But actually you can get something in. Now you're probably thinking, oh, what about my knees? Okay, great, push-ups on the wall. Let's get a push-up on a wall count going. It sounds small, but these are the things that really add up. All of a sudden, oh, my arms are feeling a bit more toned. I feel muscles in certain areas. People often say this. And I can't tell you the amount of times I heard it yesterday. Maybe I'm looking for it in my brain. Just like since we've got a mini car, I see minis everywhere. Is it me, or is there loads of minis? I don't know. But yesterday, in London, walking around, and I just hear so many people go, how many steps have you done? Oh, I've done this many. It's like a step obsession. Not that it's bad, it's a very good thing. And I would say to people, if you take one thing from this today, if you can just commit to being a more active person in general, taking the stairs rather than the lift, all of those things, it's probably going to be a good thing. And I don't know whether it's the effect from COVID or not, but I definitely sense that less people wanted to be crammed in an elevator at tube stations yesterday than on the stairs, which is, I guess, a good thing, despite those spirally long stairs. Anyway, have an awesome day. Any questions, let me know, and I'll see you soon. Take care.